Hello, testing. Don't know if I'm live now. Let's see. We're going to wait 1 minute before I start to talk about this third webinar. So just wait for 1 minute. In the meantime, guys, if there is anybody have any questions, just please add it into the chat and I will go through them as we speak through the meeting, yeah, or through this webinar. Let's see if we are live now. I think we are live. Yeah, we are live. Okay. Let's see if we are live now. I think we are live. Let's wait for 1 minute, guys, and we start talking about this amazing webinar number 3. Okay, so I have waited enough already. So this will be recording anyway. So guys, you can actually see later for those ones to have the time. So welcome back to our third webinar. On the previous 2 webinars, we focused into the main foundations and we briefly going through the basics, absolute basics, which many traders, they don't believe is so important that they ignore it. They ignore it totally. And when they are going to try to be a profitable trader, they realize they're missing some basics, fundamentals, structures and ideas. And that's why I started building this for all of you guys, because this is missing. And I don't understand why it's still, well, I do understand why people actually going into traders try to be a trader from day one without even know what they're looking for. So we're going to talk about this more in detail about what is the mistakes and the path the trader should take. And this must be very clear, each one of them, because that is what will destroy you as a trader even after 10 years trading. 20 years trading, it will actually come back to you on this particular question that you're going to ask yourself. Okay, so we're gonna go one by one of the myths, and if you do want to actually to talk about anything else that you think about another myth, typical myth that is people talking about this or that, this is true, Danny, that you should do this and that, just write it down on the comment below. So I want to make sure that I got a okay, let's start well, we have one question already. Let's start on traders that are not back. Here is something. How long should we observe before decide to change something? Okay, I come back to you in this particular one. Yeah, Prime is also set up. Are you set for back tested? If there is something. Okay, so you're talking about back testing, and when this actually you're thinking that your back testing is actually enough to moving into your strategy. I believe that is the question you asked. Yeah, we come back to you onto that one. by the end of this I'm gonna go through the first 5 myths, and then I can go to the Q&As. Yeah, so please continue, add more questions there, and we'll be actually going through them, all of them. Yeah, so the myth number 1, and the most important, and the one everyone is still making the mistakes in the long run, and the people they don't realize is the biggest mistakes, and the one I ask to my students one-to-one is not to thinking about money. So how are you going to do that? So first, obviously, before talking about how not to think about money, the first question people ask is that, trading is easy money. If you're a trader, you must make a lot of ton of money, and it's so easy that it's incredible. And the answer is yes, it is easy to make money when you are a trader. So you need to get there first. So what I mean that it's easy to make money. What happened is that you already have control of your emotions, you have control of your ideas, you have control, you know, your strategy in details. And the answer is, in principle, yes, that's where the myth is coming. That's where people say, trading is easy money. It's easy when you already have passed the bad area. So, but if you're thinking about that money is easy money for the first step, and the answer is no, it's not easy to make money as a trader. So it's not a shortcut. That is not easy. They take years and a lot of meditations and focus into your own thinking. Is take a lot of work. You need to think about that you, as an adult, 18, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, you start trading or investing, and you are like a child. You just start now. This is zero from you. You say, what are you talking about? I'm 50, I'm 40, I'm 30. I got 30 years experience of life, and you got nothing, zero experience. You need to go back to your childhood, to be curiosity, to start to experiment, to start to working on the details of your own investigations, of your own curiosity. You need to make sure that you focus on that, but keep it in mind that it will not be easy. Yeah, it will take a long time to understand yourself, and the older you are, sometimes it's more difficult because you've been learned from many places. And all that means is that it's not about all that. Always depends if you've been trading. There is 2 types of traders that actually struggle to coach. It's those ones that have too many knowledge for too many places. They try to teach, they go to many strategies, they go into too many things, and they go too many things in their head, and they create is what is called a lot of wrong initial steps to actually to go forward. Yeah. Those ones become difficult, and those others that they've been actually probably working too much, and they follow the routines 9 to 5, and they actually know how to follow the rules 100%. Those ones will have a problem too. I can go into details in another day, but now we talk about myths. The myth of making easy money, and the answer is no, it's not easy. It's easy when you pass the stage of being able to go to that stage of control, discipline, of your mind, of your strategy. And it's just difficult. How long it will take to be a profitable trader? Well, the average I've been seeing, if you have the right coach, can take between 6 months to 10 years. If you do not have the right coach, it can take you 10 years. If you do have the right coach, it can take you maximum I would say 3 years. And if you follow obviously the instruction of the coach, and if you have the right coach too, which is important too. Now if you do by yourself, it can take you a long time, but as well as possible. I'm not getting me wrong, it can take you 3, 4, 5 years. It's actually triple the amount of time, just to let you know, because my own experience, it took me 4 years plus another 2 years to improve myself, to become better. It took me almost 6 years to be a very good trader. But for that, it took me 6 years by myself, which is a long time. Now, okay, this is important. So that's not quick. And why is not quick neither? Because you have to, you're working, you have family, you got kids, you got responsibilities, you don't have much time, but you want money quickly. And you want things now. You want, I want this now. I'm going to stop working and I'm going to do this. And then you try to do as fast as you can. So the excitement is there. And I understand that. But just a step back, and take it easy, okay? So we're gonna go for all the myths, and you will understand how we can go through the easy path without wasting our time. You can do it with the coach, or you can do it by yourself. That's no problem. But let's see how we can go through. Yeah. So let's talk about miss number 2. Learn the terminologies like baby pips or any kind of basics learning. I call it baby pip because it's one of the most popular one. It's quite organized there, but it's not. I think it's not good enough anymore. Then that's enough. Oh, that's it. I can make money. I saw an strategy of I don't know, any indicator, RSI or MACD or whatever. I saw the crosses. I saw this, and I'm gonna make money now. That's it. I can make money. I'm going for it. Like a typical, I'm not gonna mention some companies, but there's something about learning to trade, something like that. In there online, they will tell you, we got a perfect indicators for you that will make you a lot of money. Red flag. Okay, so easy money is not gonna happen. They're not gonna give you something from nothing. So this is not going to be easy. So basics is not enough. But if you learn the basics of your behavior, if you do learn the basics of yourself, so it means is that if you are aware of your own psychologically behaviors, that is much more important than the learning the terminologies. And let me explain to you why. And how do I know this? Yeah. So first, I'm dyslexic. Yeah. And what is the meaning of that? People don't understand. Some people that go different levels of dyslexia. Yeah. Myself, I cannot read books. I cannot read. It's like for me, if I read small sentences, fine. So I find difficult to read. I use audiobooks to read the books. Go into that. And since I discovered audiobooks, I'm just amazing. I learn everything as fast as you can imagine. So I love that. Yeah. But I love books, but I cannot read them. It just takes me one page forever. So what is the meaning of that? So it's not about myself now. Talking about the terminologies that you learn quickly. Is that you go into this to try to learn something, and you just learn that quickly, and that's it. It's done. I'm done the job. Okay, I'm a successful trader now. I can make money from this because I read this book, I read that article, I read this basics content, and I can make money from it. And that is actually wrong. Myself, I was not able to read, and because I was not able to read, I was actually doing what? Focus in my charts, focus in my head, focus in my thinking. I was constantly focused on my psychology. Indirectly, I was focusing to the right thing. So I didn't know anything about all these terminologies until, I don't know what I would say, where we are now, 2025, I would say 2020. I didn't care. I didn't need it, Now, but people ask me, but I coach people. I say, do you know about this? I say, I don't know. What does that mean? I feel a bit, I should know all that stuff. Then obviously without the books, I start to learn what is the meaning of things, the terminologies, which you don't need it to be profitable trader, because I am for many years, since 2008. So why do you need to have that? Well, okay, understand that people need to speak the same language. Okay. Then I learned that after, but you don't really need it. Okay. Be aware of that, which means the miss of learning the basics is incorrect. Is not enough. What you need to learn is about yourself. It's like some people actually finish the university, they've been studying, I don't know, 10, 15, whatever number of years, because they're going from degree to master degree to doctors, and then start working. They don't have a clue how to work. They don't have idea how to work. Then you need to learn how to work, which is the same thing. You need to learn how to put your hands into the chart, how to work into the real by the practice. Trading is more practice more than terminologies. You don't need to learn the terminologies to be profitable. Simple. Yeah. So remember that. Okay. So let's go to miss number 3. Let's see if you guys got any questions so far. Let me see. More questions. So guys, anybody got any questions at this point? Please add it into the chat, and I will reply to you back later on the end of this webinar. On top of that, if there is any questions that you feel a bit private, or you feel embarrassing to you don't want to talk about it now here in front of everyone, so you just can send me to me in private. Yeah, that will be still private, means it will be confidential between you and me. Anything that you want to ask me is welcome to me. I want to know what do you have in your head these days? What are you thinking about? I like that. I like to know all these stages of your traders to actually to know what you're going through and any problems you're facing, because it's good to know for me to actually to refresh myself as well that people are still in different stages. So just be aware of that. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go to miss number 3. Miss number 3 is there is a perfect strategy or indicator. What is the meaning of perfect? For many traders means that perfect strategy or indicator. And a strategy or an indicator that make me win, I heard this many times, 90% against 10% loss. What are you looking for? You're looking for the magic formula? If you're looking for that, it's not possible. It's not possible to find a strategy that never lost. All the strategies have losses. All the strategies have risk. There is no perfect strategy as you're thinking about not losing money, and there is no perfect indicator as whatever you can call it that. Yeah. Now the key is not about the perfect strategy. What is a perfect strategy or indicator? Yeah. I will say that the perfect strategy or indicator is the one is actually connected to yourself. It's like it's in synchronization with yourself. That is the perfect strategy. You found what you're looking for. You're looking for an edge, and you have it. If you do have a perfect strategy, that is what you need to look for. But if you're looking for perfect strategy, the one never lost, the one got win a lot of time and they lost many, for example, like this is a typical example of a trader that have lost many times, a trader that suffer a lot of losses, and they say, I have found my strategy works amazing way, 95% win rate. I say, okay, amazing. I'm very proud of you strategy. No, you should be happy about that strategy. Okay, tell me more about it. I say, yes, I make if I make one trade, make 1-to-1, or I make 0.4 to 1. So it means what do you mean that if you lose 1, you need to make 4. So it means people actually try to. So what happened is that they're looking for very quick gains, 1-to-1, less than 1-to-1, 1 to 0.5. So if I lost 1, I need to win 4, 0.25, because I want to see many winners. So I have wasted a lot of time on this part, or looking for a perfection of a strategy, perfect indicators, perfect. And one of the things I learned about strategies is that all the strategies, and I can prove that to you, all the strategies, even the ones that lost 90%, you can make money with it if you do have the right trader in front of that strategy. And you say, no, it's not possible to actually to make one strategy to win if it lost 90% of the time. Well, I have a strategy that lost 70 to 80% of the time, and I'm a profitable trader. That is the STT, yeah? Because every time I win up to 60 hours of, well, in my first, if you go for the first level, it's 6 to 7 hours only, and then they go into level 3 and 4, they can go up to 60 hours per trade. But I lost 70%, 80% of the time, 82% of the time. I've been recording in the year 22, it was actually that amount of losses. So, and it's still profitable. If you make the numbers, you're still profitable if you control your risk. So that is a perfect strategy. The perfect strategy is the one, well, there is no perfect. This is just the one is next to you, is connected to yourself. So when you know how to make money, the rest is just follow the same principles. Okay, what is my win rate, my strategy? This is actually I can see it. There is a process that you're going through, that we're going through all the webinars to understand what is my good strategy, what is the right one for me. Yeah, so we will go for that, but be aware of that there is no perfect strategy or perfect indicator that will make you win without loss. There is nobody have made this before. If you find somebody that actually make a strategy that said I can win 100%, no problem, sorry, but that is fake. It's impossible. There is not possible to win all the time without get losses. It's not possible. Okay. And if you do have a very low, okay, I see one example. Yeah. Okay. I have seen an example that on my old testing strategies and all indicators and all that, I have a consecutive win rate of 6 months. So it means I was not losing one single trade for more than 6 months. Yeah, that was scary for me. Why? Because I didn't know what was my win rate. How am I gonna risk on? Because I didn't know when is a loss. So then I did half losses. Then I got, I think, 3 months consecutive of losses. So you see, you need, actually the losses is helping you to be aware of your psychology when you get losses, and to see how much you can risk on your trade. If you don't know, if you imagine that you never lost, how much you can risk? You can risk always 100%. Do you think you will win? So the answer is no. Okay. All right. Let's see if you guys got any questions from before I move to miss number 4. See? Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to you about this being, even if you are being profitable, your strategy, big losses multiple years, still keep to strategy. Okay, so this is actually a very important one, which is actually I'm dealing with that problem now. Yeah, and I'll explain to you guys about if you need to continue trading your strategy, even if you don't make any money with it, which is happening to me right now. I've been not making any money, yeah, on Forex, on the stocks I've been making money. I haven't made any money since April. I think it was the last one, it was April the 28th or the 9th of April. I have not have trades, and all the trades I've been taking, it was losses, because I tried to do a variations of that trade and it was losses. How do you handle that? We come back to you on that one, yeah? More questions, please add it into the description below. Okay. Now, let's do onto the actual description below and to the chat. Okay. Now, miss number 4. The market is against me. By the way, guys, if you want to add more miss, let me know. I got this miss has been sent from all of you to me, and now I'm going through them as I'm speaking. Yeah. The market doesn't know US. It's okay. What is this about? Market is against me. Well, this is typical. My wife is against me. The moon is against me because I didn't sleep, because I didn't eat, because I didn't do sports. This is typical excuses to have in life, like, oh no, today's Monday, no, next Tuesday, no, it's okay, and excuses all the time to avoid to take the responsibility to go into who is responsible for what you're doing. Is the only person is you. Why you didn't wake up? Okay, let's forget about the wake up early. Yeah, or doing your routines before you start trading, or focus into your routine psychologically before you start trading. People use excuses to say the market is against me. Do you think the markets care about you? Seriously, yeah? Maybe you got 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. Do you think the market cares about you that you have 1 million? They don't care about you, okay? They care about the ones that got 100 millions, 20 millions, 100 millions, yeah? So that's the one they're looking for. They're not looking for you. They're looking for those ones, yeah? That's become a different kind of game, yeah? So that's different way of trading. Then you need to use multiple brokers. It's different way of doing it, yeah? Okay, but be aware of that the reality of the market that's against me is just you looking for an excuse for not take the responsibility to actually to trade, to trade properly. So why are you looking for excuses? It was you fear, it was you greedy, it was revenge trading. What actually make you to lose money? And not to only to lose money, not to follow, no more than lose money. That's actually wrong for me to say this. It's about not to actually to follow your rules, because you follow your emotions and you're looking for excuses. I want to lose weight, but today it's Friday. I'm going to have a pizza and beers. Excuse me. So are you trying to lose weight? No, because I've been doing well this week and I've been going to the gym 3 times, 4 times, and now I'm going to eat whatever I want. The same thing on market. I have done well on my trading for 2 days, but on Wednesday, the market was against me because the market was moving too fast, and it took me high in the highs and the lows, and I tried again short, long, and it was all the time killing my trades and blah blah blah, blue blue blue. The responsible is you. Simple. In this story, keep it that in your mind. Don't waste it. Don't give it me, not to me, to you. Don't give in to yourself excuses not to trade properly. And properly means follow your rules. Yes, not my rules, your rules. And 100% guarantee that market is not against you. What can be against you is the broker. Yes, some brokers can be played against you. Yeah, so be careful. Yeah, go only for those ones that you can actually trust. That's, for example, that's where we have control of our broker now. So we have control of everything in ourselves, because we don't want to deal with, or we have done very good deals, and then you have control of this of the market movements. Yeah, but there is, if you go into these small brokers or short, or these small brokers here and there, they can be played with you. So be careful. Yeah, or I'm going to mention this. Why not? If you go into small pro firms, they will kill your trades too. Yes, 100%. Go for reliable ones. It's like, I'm not talking about only City Trust Imperium. Go for the old companies, the ones we've been here for a long time. We've been relied on doing the right thing for all of you. So this is important, yeah? But I don't want to, this is not about today, about that topic, but make sure that you remember that the market is not against you. You are responsible for your own thinking and how you take care of your responsibilities, okay? Let's move on to myth number 5. Before that, let's see if you got any questions. Guys, no more questions? Okay, we go for that later. Okay, I can quit my job in a few months. Okay. This is the worst mistake I've been dealing with. So, when I say to you guys that my traders, they are profitable, it's because I select them. And one of the things I do actually ask is that, do you actually working now? And the traders say, yes, no. I just quit my job. Right now I got some savings and I want to be a trader. Sorry, but that is wrong. 100% wrong. You must to have a income. You have to have less time. You have to have more discipline to be able to use your free time to work out your daily routine, new daily routine, to be a profitable trader. Because it's not about to have 10 hours a day trading. It's about to do 1 hour, half an hour. Well, let's talk about 1 hour correctly. What is the meaning of that? You do your meditation, you do your visualization, you focus to prepare the market, you prepare yourself, you prepare your trading floor, you prepare everything, you get ready, you go all your rules, you going into, you close all the social media, you going inside, you start to trading, you follow your rules, you follow all your disciplines, you follow everything that you've been learning from, and then you are inside. Yes, 1 hour is more important than learn how to control 1 hour than being able to say, I'm gonna quit my job or I quit my job and I continue trading from it. That is absolutely wrong, because you're thinking about money. And you're thinking about money now, money quickly, enough to pay my salary. It paid enough to, no. I have seen people actually take £100,000 of their savings for 3, 4, 5 years, and then they say, I'm going to be a trader. And they blow up the 100,000 like that after 5 years. I have seen people working for deliveries, Amazon deliveries. One of these guys, a friend of mine, finally just now it's okay now, but it's been actually delivered Amazon, and he was making, make £1 here, £1 there, and he was saving £10,000 after 2 years, and he blew up everything. Now I'm ready, I'm going to trade. I said, what do you mean I'm going to trade? Yeah, I stopped doing delivery Amazon and I'm going to start trading, and I'm going to, he blew up all the money. Why? Because you have to be focused into a discipline in 1 hour. That's it. You don't need to stop working. And I don't want you to stop working. Why? Because you don't think about money. If you don't think about money, you think about to use your time 1 hour to do it properly, to working correctly. And then there is no money problem because you got salary. And what makes you to work in that hour correctly? Because you hate your job, you don't want to work. Yes, remember that you're working for a job that you don't like it. Okay, you need, but they pay you the salary, they pay you the bills, and you don't need to worry about money. If you don't worry about money, you have to, as first step to be thinking as a trader is not to thinking as I need money. So then 1 hour is long enough to working on that. But the miss of being, I can quit my job in a few months, 1,000% wrong. Yes, I'm telling you that now. Even myself, I have to be times of my life that I have to go back to work, normal job, yes, to be able to gain money, to be away from trading. Because even if I could have control of that hour, 2 hours, because I'm trading only 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, depends of the day, that's it, I don't need more. So then you just lost the plot of, sometimes you just, I'm going to trade more, I'm going to work more, I want to do more. And then as a trader, sometimes we have to say, okay, I need to disconnect it for trading, take holidays, I just going away, or I'm going to work. To remind yourself that what actually is to be a normal person and how lucky you are to be a trader. Yes, so I have done that in 2011, just to give you an idea. Yeah, so I have done it. So from being profitable trader to not trading anymore, to being 2011, I go back, it was 6 months, something like that, to do a job again, and then remind myself, hello, Danny, you are a profitable trader, but remember what is normal. Yes, don't get, because I was overconfident. Yeah, I was making money a lot of time and overconfident. I can trade more hours, I can do more, I can make more. You lost the plot, you're risking more, and then you actually forgot about what is working Monday to Friday. And that is actually not because working to Monday to Friday is something bad to have, because I know traders, they're still working Monday to Friday, and they make money as a trader too. They make double, triple, because they're working here. They don't have the pressure to lose their jobs, because they already have good money from trading, but they don't worry about making money because they make money from jobs too. So you see, there is advantage that it's about say, so traders works as well. Well, some of them they do because they make double. If, like I said, yes, I make 10,000, 20,000 a month for trading, but I make another 10,000 from work, so I make 30,000. Some people say I'm energetic, I'll go and Jan, I can do this now, I don't have a problem, I'm working only 6-7 hours a day. So you see, so it depends of the personality. If you want to use all your energy, and that's 10,000 extra, you can add it into, I don't know, you see, or you don't touch your trading money, and because you got money to cover all the cost of your living costs. So you see, all this stuff is important to be aware of that. But being aware of this myth of I can quit my job in a few months is 100% wrong. 90.9% of the, I say 100, I haven't seen anyone that actually say I quit my job, I'm going to be a trader. Now, the ones that actually they've been quit their jobs to be a trader is those ones they've been training for a long time and perfection that hour. Yeah, 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours. And who is one of those? Me. Okay. For many years, I've been actually working, and sometimes 2 jobs, to make more money, to get more money into my trading account. So, and I was making money as a trader, but I was working always at the same time. In the morning, 6 in the morning to 8 in the morning, sometimes in the evening, 2 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. And they get better and better and better. How I can make more in 1 hour? How I can make more in 1 hour? And this is how you become more disciplined, because you have 1 hour. If you have 1 hour, you take more seriously. If you have too many hours, you can tomorrow, later, no, I just okay, I do later. You don't follow more stricter rules, because next I cannot trade anymore. Let's say that you're trading between 8 to 9 and you go to work at 9 or 10 or whatever, you go to, or let's say more realistic 7 to 8. 7 to 8 I'm going to have 1 hour trading. If I cannot trade, or I do not trade properly, or I do wrong, what will happen? I cannot trade more because I need to go to work. So then you have 1 hour. The next day you take more seriously and more seriously and more seriously, and you try to do the best of your hour to make sure when you wake up, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna do amazing, perfect. I'm gonna do much better. I'm gonna do how I can be better. That hour, it becomes so strong, so powerful that you may actually don't need more than 1 hour for the rest of your life as a trader. Yeah, be aware of that. Okay. So let's see if you guys got any questions. Okay. Okay, we have more questions there. So we're going to go to FAQs in a minute. Oh, actually, just almost there because we are now almost there. Let me see. So, okay. I'm going to give you, I think, one of the most important tips, yeah, as a journaling, as a trader, as journaling, yeah, for you to become a profitable trader on the long run, yeah, on that hour. Remember that hour we're talking about. Now, what is the right thing for you guys that are new, that you're looking for consistent, that you're looking to fix your problem, that you're looking for to be better trader, that you're looking to be a trader? Yes, you're just looking for that. And it's always the same thing. I've been trading for 25 years and I'm doing back testing and journaling. Oh, again, journaling again, back testing again. And the answer is yes. You have to be journaling and back testing all your life to constantly being in the zone, to be aware of your strategy, to be aware of yourself, to be aware of that you are synchronized with the market, to be aware that you're doing the right thing. And because you got, like myself, like I said earlier, I have problems from trading this moment. No, I have not have entries since April. Yeah, so I have no entries. It's just no entries. I have been because I've been select my strategy now. Mega SG is a bit more a special one, and they only happen a few times in a year. Make the numbers in the last days, and it's every 72 days can have one entry, which is a big problem. Yeah, so my people ask me if I do journaling. Look, this is a good question. Yeah, so yes, I do journaling, but I'm not doing journaling as people may be thinking to writing down entry here, entry there. I do journaling as you see now. I record myself. So I record myself and I'm talking to myself, yeah, when I'm trading. So this is my journaling. End of the week, I review those videos of 1 hour, hour and a half, max sometimes 2 hours, which is a lot of time talking. Sometimes I'm not talking, sometimes I'm just doing things. I'm recording my screen with all the activity I do. End of the week, I watch those 4 or 5 hours and I make notes, which I got a box here of all the notes I make, and all those notes are written on the week after with the second review. So I make it summaries of my reviews of the review, but I need to be when I do that review, I record myself again to say, okay, Danny, you lost the patience because it's been 78 days. Maybe you should make another strategy, or maybe I was wrong, and maybe I need to go back to the STT, which at least make money time to time. I haven't made any money, blah blah blah. I'm concerned. Do I change my strategy? Do I go variations? So all these worries, concerns, all these things that you have in your head constantly, it make you to get doubts, and those doubts I got myself. Is reflected because I have journaling. If you do no journaling, how are you going to learn? If you do, how do you learn if you don't actually journaling in paper and make notes? Some people like to do, I'll take the charts and make the photo and writing down the day, the time I took the trade. Okay, if you're thinking that is, but the question is this is valuable for you? Okay, perfect. For me, it's more valuable to actually not to see an entry, is to see myself talking to the camera and say, okay, am I okay, Danny? Are you all right? Are you have control? Are you follow the rules? Blah, 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 blah. So this is the key, is to be aware of your own thinking when you are trading and when you're going through bad moments and good moments. Now, one of the most important things about journaling, yes, and is that, and I ask this question for all of you, is that when you start trading, you need to thinking the same way as you trading and as you end trading. What is the meaning of that? Remember what I said earlier in other webinars, that you need to be, let's say, focused that you are a profitable trader, yeah, or focused that you are happy moments in your life, whatever you want. You need to be in the same mindset. Yeah, if you are in the same mindset, you're going to behave the same way. Now, if you get too many losses through the trading, on the day, on the hour, or whatever you do, you just feel stress. That is stress make you to feel fears, anxiety, out of control, and that make you to thinking different. You are not happy anymore. Stop trading. Go away. People say, I need to continue trading, I need to continue pushing. No, hold on a second. Now you're not thinking the same way. Your behavior is different. So your results will be different. What you see is different. So you need to stop. You got too many losses. One loss, you feel different, stop. And this has actually come up from me to do journaling by recording myself when I was trading. I said, I lost the trade. I need to do something else. Another loss, seriously. Why I have done this? I didn't check this rule, blah, blah, blah. So you get stressed, you lost. This must be the right trade. I'm going to take that trade. I'm going to make money from this one. Yeah. You see all revenging, you do all this not follow the rules and all that. Why? But my question, why are doing all that stuff? And you're doing it because you start to feel different. So what you need to do, you got lost, that's my rule, and out of the market. I switch off completely and I say, okay, let's take 5 minutes. Now back again to your happy moments, back to the right mindset, like I start trading again. Forget about the loss, forget about the mistake, forget about whatever have you done. You just go back again and you start trading again. Nothing happened. You must be, if you cannot go back again without control, without being focused back again to the happy moments when you feel you are in control, then don't go back again until you have the right mindset. Because then when you go with the right mindset, you go back again to be in what is called to be in the zone, to be in the same mental stage to be able to be profitable. Okay, that is the key, is to have always, we cannot eliminate emotions. We are humans, yeah, but we can actually have the same emotions. We can actually do that, and the answer is yes. That's how profitable traders become profitable traders, is when they got control of their emotions. It's like some people switch off their computers, and people actually you can get angry, you can get pissed off, whatever you want, but get away from the screen. Okay, get away from the screen, go for a walk. Say, what, I'm today trader, I need to trade, I need to make more money, the opportunity is coming. No, go away. Just go away, because you don't think in the same way. You are not the same person. If you are not the same person, you will see different and you behave different. And if you don't believe me, record yourself and you will see that. You will see that behavior. You will see that reactions. You will see that you're doing different. You will see that you see different. And that's the key, is to be able to journaling properly. It's not about to writing 100,000 times lines that I've been doing this trading, back testing, and now this trade and that trade, and I take this trade, this little tiny winnie there. No, forget about all that. Yeah, is to be in the zone and have always the same mindset. Yes, so stay away. Okay, so this is I think is the most important lesson I can give you to all of you to be able to be a profitable trader, is that it doesn't matter what strategy you have. If it's perfect, it's not perfect. If your journaling is amazing or it's not amazing, doesn't matter which mentor you have. Doesn't matter if you have lost 20 accounts, 100 accounts. It doesn't matter. If you actually learn this and you take it in place, if you're actually able to apply this, you will become a profitable trader in the long run. Okay. All right, guys. So now what I'm going to do is to actually go through the questions. And if you have more, let me know. Okay, let's see. Let's go for question number 1 from Prive. Prive, I think it's called. So I believe the first question. Oh, you got more. Wow. Okay, so the first question is how long should we take observation? Okay, fine. So let me thinking about that. When do actually believe that my strategy, first, I remember about thinking about the same way, is that is to be able it's Richard. Okay, so it's my friend, what we call in so Pride is actually to let you know is the golden boy of India, and you will know one day why. This is something that we're working on. So it's one of my one-to-one students, and he asked me a lot of questions. I love that. So it's coming back to being busy with a lot of things in life. Now it's come back again to be a full-time trader. So this is a very important step for him in his life. Now, so the first question about backtesting, how do or changes on your backtesting? How do you know that you got a setup is correctly backtesting? That should be okay, fine. So when do I know that my strategy or testing or backtesting new idea, I can implement it into my strategy? And the answer is you don't know. Okay, now you don't know. It's just the data will tell you how. I think that actually the right answer is when you do not have doubts. But can you not have doubts in a market that's always changed? And the answer is no. Let's say that, okay, you got a new idea. And my new idea is to backtesting a euro dollar. And I've been backtesting for the last 10 years of backtesting on my previous entries. Now I got a new idea, and the new idea, I need to be, I want to add it into my strategy. So very simple. If you have backtested 10 years, backtesting 10 years with a new idea. Did it improve? Did it not? Did they make changes to be improved? Yes or not? So this is what, okay, now you feel confident, you feel less doubt that you know that the strategy or that will work or not. So then you add it into your strategy. Simple. You need to do your backtesting. Myself, do I do backtesting 100% all the time of all the data? I do sampling. I do 10% first to see that 10% is giving me enough data. And from 10%, I'm obviously multiply by 10. And this sampling, if you want me to talk about that, but the sampling is 10%, and then you can multiply by 10, and you know how much probability you have to be profitable or not. Or how much is the data is telling you can be worked out or not. But anyway, this is another for me. Ideal is to trade everything. Now, for example, because I have no trades, I've been backtesting 20 years. 20 years of data since 2005 to 2025, yeah, and 28 pairs. So it's just ridiculous amount of data, and I'm doing this now in August because September we're gonna be busy. The market's supposed to start to moving again. We have more volatility, and we need to take the opportunities. Now, let's go to question number 2. Let's see how trader continue trading even if they're being profitable. Okay. So regarding about to continue trading even if you are not profitable, okay, there is a time that there is a point that you need to be say, okay, what I need to stop. Okay, so when it need to be stopped. Okay, so one of the reasons I do myself, I'm still trading the same strategy because I'm still 60% up. But why I'm 60% up? Because my strategy produced quite I don't talk about the percentage of my strategy, but produced quite a large percentage. Now the Mega SG is different from the STT and all the stuff like that. But now think about that your strategy have after 10%, 20, let's say 100% back testing, you go already a number, and you say my strategy is loss maximum 10% losses consecutive in the last 10 years, yeah? And my win rate is 50-50. Okay, fine. So what will be the worst case scenario? Which is 50-50 normally would say an average, or this is the worst case scenario is 50% win rate. So make it double. What is the meaning of that? So if you actually got a, let's say, maximum drop down of 2, 3, 4, 5, 10%, make it 20. If you do have 10 losses consecutive, make it 20. If you go 20%, 20 times loss consecutive in the last 20 years, make it 40. So then, if that is when I stopped trading, yeah, if my strategy is make me more than double loss of what was expected, my strategy say 10, 20 trades, but I went to 41, I stopped trading. Something is wrong. It's unrealistically something happened wrong. Something is not right. So I need to actually, I will step back I analyze all my trades to see if it was my psychology, it was the strategy. I need to actually to focus again, back again, and stop trading for a month or 2 months or whatever is needed until I got the answer of am I actually trading correctly, or the strategy is now it changed to be 40, but never happened before 41. Obviously never happened before 20. So what am I gonna do? So I must stop trading, and the answer is yes, maybe you need to stop trading, and then you need to find another strategy. Yeah, but it's easier to work out, or there is a strategy when you go losses that can be applied when you got so many losses of the market need to step back off. For example, 2008 stock trading, I was not stock trading for a year. The market was crazy. It's like drops, backups, up and down. I was not doing anything in there. It's not possible for me. It was too much. Examples of no trading. I don't know, Tesla. I was trading Tesla. It took me 1.5 years to have my first entry. And Nike, the same thing. It took me 1.5 years to have my first entry. So you see, so sometimes you have to step back, and the key is the follow. For me, I ask this question quite a lot, is that, okay, how much money do I need? This is not the right way to think, but it's like on the end of the year, money is coming there or not. And you're thinking, how much money do I need at the end of the year? You say 40, 60, 100,000, whatever you need. So, and you say, okay, I might have made that money already in 1 year, in 2 years. What is percentage? 10%, 20%, 100%. How much money I want to make? How much percentage I want to make? So you need to make that in your head, and you're thinking, what am I going to do now if I don't make money? Well, the key is that traders, or at least traders like me, when we make money, we send money to the future. What is the meaning of that? Is that there is a moment that I want to follow my rules. I have no trades, I have no entries, I have losses. So I want to send money to the future, which means is that I'm going to send money to 10 years time to say I need, let's say, £10,000 per month. So I'm going to send £10,000 to the year 2035. What does that mean? So I keep the money, 2035, don't touch the money for 10 years. Then I'm going back down. What is the meaning of that? That I have covered myself when I got good moments of living, of course. I have enough money to cover moments of life for a longer period of time. So it means if I got 100,000 and I need 10,000 today, this month, I'm going to save 90,000. And not to spend 90,000 as even saving to the future. And this is the way actually I can control more my emotions in the long run when my conditions, they are actually extreme and they're not working well for me. All right, and it's more to talk about that. It's not as straightforward and it's not as simple. We can work out a lot of probabilities in there. Depends on the person as well. Now let's go for question number 3. Follow the rules. What do you think trading should have rules about? Rules for entry, risk, and exit. Okay, this is a bit interesting. Because this is actually the typical question people ask, is that, what are my rules? Risk management, how much I have to lose or win or loss, blah, 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 losses, blah. Okay, what is my entry? Do I have doubts? What is my stop loss? Do I have doubt? All this is great. But that's the minimums that you should have. But you should be prepared for what you are not prepared for. Okay, what is the meaning of that? Is that all that is great. Yes, that's the minimum you should have. But now, if you look in the charts, this is a mistake many traders make. I go on stop loss. Do what Daniel Martin said that you should have a stop loss, target, and let's say entry, stop loss, and target. Basics, Now, when you see the trade going to 5,000, 2,000, 10,000, 1,000, 100,000, 10,000. So are you ready to see that? Because in your backtesting and your strategy and your that is say that, okay, I'll wait 6 months to hit my target and make 120,000. Now, it went up to 110 and then went down all the way to 50. In my back testing, that's really happens. But I didn't pay attention because I was only looking for results. It got the stop loss, didn't hit the target, 120,000. Thank you very much. So those basics rules is okay to have them if you don't look at the charts. Yeah. Now, if you're going to look at the charts, then you need to create more rules. What do you do if this has happened or that happened? So that is quite a lot debate to need to work out the details. We can talk about that in more details, but yes, basic rules: entry, stop loss, and risk. I would say yes, stop loss, entry, and target. Don't look at the charts. Let's keep it that simple. Yeah. And then if we can be more complex from in the future, because we'll be complex because you will look in the charts. So okay, so this is actually important. Now, 5 losses in a row, but the real trading is get upset with 2 losses. Should we change the strategy? Okay. So about the back testing, I want to add something that remind me something. Yeah, I already mentioned that if you have 5 losses consecutive in your back testing, you add 5 more. Now, if you're a beginner, yes, I've been mentioned this many times. If you're a beginner, you will have more losses because you behave different, because you got out of control. So I'm not saying that you should have triple, means if you go 5 losses, go to 15. But potentially, I never actually thought about this, but potentially I think it's a good number. If you do have 5 losses, go 3 times more. And then because you will have 5 of out of control, let's say that you're absolute beginners, I will put 5 more in if out of control psychologies. I will add 5 extra ones to means you go 10 for the normal strategy, no feelings, 5 more out of control. So you go 15 losses consecutive. That is normal. Okay. This will be normal. But if you go 20, make the numbers. Yeah. It will be almost 50 losses consecutive. Will you be able to handle it? So all this is actually the key. The key is to ask questions all the time. How will you feel if you got that many losses? How will you feel if you have this and that? Because when you got these 5 losses plus 5, even if you make a place in paper, amazing, 50 losses, amazing, but I feel out of control and I get more losses. Yeah. So this is actually important. So it's always to be aware of your feelings. When you do your trading, record yourself. Talk whatever you feel. How my feelings are, talking to the camera, and then review that feelings, looking into your camera. People, they don't like to see each other. They don't like to looking into that, but you should. If you really want to move forward, if you don't do that, you will not be able to move forward in life as a trader. All right, guys. So I'm going to give you the chance to give me one more question, and this will be finished for today. So, anybody have any more questions? Let me see. Okay, so if there is no more questions, so I will see you on next Tuesday, and we'll start to talking more what people like about more into the charts. I believe this is the next one, is to we actually go into the webinars list. We have the list on our City Trust Imperium. You will actually, you're welcome. You will actually have the list of the next webinars, and I think in total is I prepared about 30 webinars for basics, but is we're going one by one. Let's see how far we can get and see if people like it or not, and especially if actually they got some benefit for all of you guys. If you really like it and you're thinking it's good to have, we continue working on. So any homework for you guys? They asked me this question. Okay, yes. Try to replicate 1 hour. So try to see how, without trading, just to actually do the recording yourself. Record yourself how you, and then review yourself. So if you think about next week, okay, let's do this, the follow. I would say that 15 minutes before, what have you done? What do you think? Okay, what have you done before you start trading? What are your feelings? or what are you thinking, what are you feeling, and what will you do? Yeah, or what are you going to do? So go for these 15 minutes. Do that every day, even on Saturday and Sunday, because it's not real trading. You don't need to trade. You just need to follow that mental process to get used to have a routine, get into the zone, get into your happy moments, get into your control. So this is before. You don't need to trade. Let me repeat that again. But you're going to prepare yourself to be trading. Then after, let's say next Tuesday, on Monday, is your last day of trading. You do today or tomorrow morning. You do 1, 2, 3, 4. You do 7 sessions. On the last day, review all your processes of those 15 minutes. Yeah, you have 15 minutes. Don't make it hours. It's 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, and try to see how will you improve those 15 minutes, and then say, yes, I am ready. This is the key. I am ready. So again and again and again, and that make you to be in control the first 15 minutes of your trading, and then you can move forward into the next stage, which is actually start trading. So do this for 1 week. Let me know what you think, guys, on the next week. We can actually work out more steps. Yeah, many steps is the key. It's about to improve every week a little bit. So guys, I have a lot of back testing to do, guys, so I'll leave you now, and I'll see you online. You can ask me any questions, or I'll see you next week. Bye now.